Hello and welcome. My name is Ali Goff. I'm the owner and founder of Goff Legal. We do estate planning, probate, and trust administration here in California. Today, I'm going to go over what is a family meeting, why you might want to have one, and then I'm going to share a sample agenda of what might be included in a family meeting. So, a family meeting, as we have dubbed it here in the office, is really an opportunity for you as the creators of your trust, your estate plan, your healthcare directive, your power of attorney, to sit down and meet with one, your successor trustees, the people who are going to be executing your wishes, and two, your beneficiaries, the people who are going to be receiving the assets in your estate when you're done with them. And the reason why we really encourage this meeting, either hosted by our office with a licensed attorney to walk through all the legal aspects, or more informally at home, maybe after dinner or a scheduled meeting, just the family, is because a lot of the litigation that comes up is because of surprises, people not knowing what to expect, beneficiaries thinking it was going to go one way and it was another. Someone changing their plan at the last minute and not telling anyone. Sometimes beneficiaries, the people who are inheriting your money, they don't actually understand the process. You die and the trustee has 60 days to send out notice. If your beneficiaries, your children, your family, friends, whoever it is, thinks that they're going to be getting a check in the first few weeks, they're pretty upset. They're pretty mad at the trustee. And it turns out the trustee isn't doing anything wrong. They actually have a job to do, they have a process to go through. So if you take the time to sit with your beneficiaries and your trustees before you're gone, you can explain the process. Here's what happens when I'm incapacitated. Here's what happens when I die. Here are your rights as a beneficiary. That way they know they don't have to run off and hire a lawyer just because they didn't get a check in 3 weeks. They know 60 days. They have to wait 60 days for a notice to come. And after 60 days, they have 120 days to think about whether they want to contest the terms of the trust. And they might want to know what the implications of contesting the terms of the trust are. So if you can have those conversations with your family far in advance of you passing away, hopefully the likelihood that everybody needs an attorney and everybody spends a lot of money fighting with each other goes down significantly. So, like I said, you can host this meeting by yourself, or if you're a client of our office, we will invite you, if you're interested, to come meet with someone in our office, an attorney, to go over your plan confidentially, and then have a family meeting with a plan and an agenda of things that you would like us to discuss with your family. So, part two of this video, I'm going to go ahead and share with you a sample meeting agenda. So, here we go. All right, so our sample meeting agenda here, sample family meeting. You're going to put the date there. There's the agenda. We always recommend introductions. If your family doesn't know us, we think it's a good idea to let them know who we are and why we're talking with you. We go over the agenda. I think it's important that your family know what to expect. What are we going to cover? What are we not going to cover? Are there things the beneficiaries would want to talk about that we didn't talk about with you? Let's make sure we get some input from them. We're going to talk about this meeting and the estate goal. Like in this case, the family wanted to make sure that respect was part of this conversation. It could be harmony. It could be, information. It could be setting expectations. You could have many goals, right? That's what you'd meet with the attorney prior to the family meeting on what is your goal for this. And then I think one of the most important things is to actually go through the really important parts of these documents. Now, we're not going to read every word. There's too many words. It's going to kind of just, everybody's going to glaze over and fall asleep. So what we want to do is give them a good foundational framework of exactly what these documents do. What is a trust? Who is a trustee? What is the role of the trustee and what is their job? The trustee needs to know this. The beneficiary should know this. What's a power of attorney and when is it used? Who is the agent for power of attorney? What is a healthcare directive and when is that used? Who is the agent for healthcare? And then the terms of the healthcare decisions can be incredibly important. You might have a family meeting just about your health wishes because it's that important. And then we like to offer an opportunity for questions. These meetings tend to last about an hour. Obviously, I've had a number of meetings that spanned over many years where we had, an initial meeting, and then as things changed, we kept meeting with the family. And what they got from that was knowledge of what to expect and when to call for help and what they needed. So I'm going to stop sharing there. So I hope this was helpful. Like I said, you can host this meeting by yourself. If you're not comfortable with that, if you don't really know the process of what happens when you die or who's supposed to do what, that's what we can do for you. We can look at your documents, meet with you, figure out what you want to share and what you don't want to share with your family, and then host the meeting either virtually or in person at our office. So you can find more information about contacting us on our website. It's www.gofflegal.com. And I hope this was helpful and good luck with your family meeting.